Everyone hates a brawler in Brawl Stars, whether it's Mortis for always being terrible in Brawl Ball or Meg for being so f***ing annoying. But I wanted to see which brawlers are truly the most hated. So I put out a poll asking the community to vote, and trust me when I say the answers were shocking. At the very bottom of the list we have Sam. I honestly don't think Sam is the most loved, but rather the most forgotten. I mean, who can really love or hate the guy? Those who voted for Sam didn't really have much to say either, really just that his super can get pretty annoying at times. Ash comes close though. All Ash haters seem to be below the age of 12. One person said they really like Ash's feet. What? And another just hates him because his friend mains him, which is honestly fair. Otherwise, yeah, no one plays Ash anymore. Gray is 82nd, and just like Sam, I think no one really cares about him all that much. But what stuck out to me is that this one person asked,
why is he labeled as a support?
I mean, sure, his portals can be a valuable asset in helping the team move across the map, but when have you actually ever seen a Gray do this? You always see them act as an assassin, not even paying a sliver of attention to their teammates. Now, Bonnie. Personally, I can't stand her. She's so obnoxious. Someone even said,
Bonnie's a little too happy in my opinion. She needs something tragic to happen for character development.
Which is so real. I couldn't agree more. Like have Jenna die in a car accident or something. Give Stu an alcohol addiction. Anything. Lola comes next, and the only thing someone said about her was that she's bad. It's unfortunate how true this is. With the addition of so many new and overpowered hyperchargers and brawlers, she just stands no chance. All Lola can do realistically is stand there and shoot. All she's good for is dealing a moderate amount of damage. She's not really good or great at anything in particular. Here we have Nani, and she's lower than I expected. I mean, her damage potential is through the roof. She can deal 4,440 damage per shot, and if all three of those land, then you're donezo. Not to mention her disgustingly hard shot to hit. I'm saying all this as a Nani main, but there are so many reasons to hate her. Why don't you guys hate her more? She's so hateable. Griff is a simple man. He eats the money and he lives for the money. As a brawler,
though he deals a lot of damage, I think that he is boring and he doesn't have a lot going for him. Also, he has no good skins.
This perfectly sums up Griff. He doesn't really have anything going on for him. I'd say his star powers are pretty neat, but that one gadget? Absolute garbage. He's lame, but definitely doesn't deserve too much hate. Otis got a handful of votes, and I feel if his kit wasn't dog water, he would be at the very bottom of the list. I mean, apart from having the most bare bones abilities in the game, he's super annoying when played right. If he himself as a brawler was bad, then absolutely no one would like Otis. If he was some beer belly drunkard with a big handlebar mustache and a wife beater and a pitbull, maybe a hot Latina wife. Oh wait, that's sick. Well, we would hate him if he was Asian. Pam is here and was most likely forgotten like the rest. I swear, bro, I haven't seen a Pam in ages. She's standing as the worst healer in the entire game by a long shot. Why would you ever want to use her when Barry does everything she can do but way better? I feel Belle has a pretty respectable placement where she's at. She's a decent sniper, but is pretty respected amongst the community. Why she's not at the very bottom of the ranking is because randoms who play her have, and I quote,
a committed relationship with me and do not leave my side.
It's those bounce shots, man. They catch you every time. Carl is next, who's just a dweeb. You can't really love him or hate him. Surprisingly, Colette isn't higher. It's probably because she's so hot and attractive. Those who voted for her had nothing of value to say, so yeah. E's position in 72nd place feels pretty fair. She's not super good, nor is she super bad. She's just there. But when she's good, she's good. Those hatchlings can get all up in your business and up. It's like when you get a colonoscopy, but instead of the tube thing, it's a bug. I was scared to read responses for this one. Janet. Good lord, these are wild. Y'all are so down bad.
Oh, Janet, Charlie, and Melody requires me to...
That was the only one I could use without getting demonetized on this video. Y'all are actually freaks, yo. She's like 16, man. I can't take this shit anymore. Let's heat things up even more with Pearl, where allegedly she looks like Skibbity Toilet. Guess who said that one? Next is Russ, but how can you hate Ruffs? He's just a good boy. He's also Jimbo's favorite brawler. I love Jimbo. I wouldn't ever say he's annoying, nor would I hit myself in the cranium 2,763 times and deal with Ruffs in this game. Though Emily seems to really hate him, and Jimbo.
I hate Jimbo. I never want to see this brawler again, and I would hit myself in the cranium 2,763 times than deal with the roughs in this game.
Poor Maisie. None of the responses really backed up their vote at all. Though I do understand why she would be here. Her shots are slow and hard to hit. Her super paired with her gadget is an insta-kill. She's an absolute pain to play against. And worst of all, her hypercharge copied Hank's super pattern. Nothing much else about her. This is a pretty fair spot. The second part of her trio, Buster, plays 67th. And honestly, he's got nothing going for him. I mean, he's decent at best, but he's never too annoying. He's just decent. In any case, he is placed here, which is fair. To my surprise, Stu is 66. I really thought he would be up higher. He's got everything an annoying brawler has. He's an assassin, he's quick, fast charging super, weird gadgets, annoying mains. Stu has all of the qualities for a top 20 hated brawler. Guess you guys are like, stupid or studious. I hate Minor. Coming in fast is Max, and with speed as one of the most impactful elements in the game, there's no doubt she'd have some haters. Not only can she speed up an entire team by herself, but her hypercharge gives super to allies and makes them even faster. We're not even talking about that overpowered gadget that makes her completely immune to all damage either.
With 4 ammo slots and very strong speed capabilities, Max just feels impossibly strong unless you have a specific counter, especially now with her hypercharge and immunity gadget.
RT deserves those 43 votes. This guy is honestly pretty decent, but god do I hate buying him. They really had to make his projectile shots so thin. Like, I'll literally shoot a box in Showdown and it'll be off by like 4 tiles. But then you look at his super and it's like essentially an insta-kill button for you and your enemy. For 8-bit, this comment really just speaks for itself.
8-bit is annoying due to how hard it can be to truly counter him. High health, meaning he regens a lot per tick. Insane damage output even without his turret, let alone after. And with rage that makes it impossible to kill an 8-bit that knows what they're doing.
He's also slow. Unlike me, I finish in seconds. Up next in... Wait, no. This has to be a mistake. Up next in 62nd place is BB. What? Who hates BB? No. What are they saying about her?
90% of BB players are annoying imbeciles.
No, that's not true. It's just not true.
Instant death if you get too close, but otherwise she's not doing much.
She does do much. She's great. BB's so good.
BB sucks.
That's just not true. I hate all of you. Each and every one of you. Tara. Love her or hate her? She's just Tara. Sprout. Even though he's a squishy little guy and can easily die, you can't underestimate the sheer power of his super. Then again, strong equals annoying equals hated equals Sprout. B placed here, and the biggest issue people have with her is the damage output. I mean, she can deal 6,000 damage with a small shot and a big shot. That's a lot of damage. Despite this, she does kind of suck in this current meta, so whatever. Sandy is surprisingly low too. Why people hate him? Well, you know that gadget, right? Yeah, the one that stuns. This thing is an absolute pain in the ass. A 1-second stun goes a long way, especially when it's nearly instantaneous like that. Oh, what? You thought that was it? Nuh-uh. May I introduce you to Rude Sands?
Sandy is what happens when you take Crow's ability to stop regen even further. Rude Sands covers an enormous area, even past walls where Crows wouldn't even be able to reach, on top of the super's invisibility.
I'm honestly surprised Sandy isn't further up on the list. Unsurprisingly, Penny is here. Unfortunately for her, the responses are just dogging her, bro. That's crazy.
I hate playing Penny.
No offense, Penny, you're just trash.
Penny does 0 damage and can only kill with a coin.
I forgot Penny existed.
And for so long, she is terrible damage unless your enemies are
Funny
bots
thing
who
is that
actually-
they're all right. Penny is absolute garbage farts these days. I don't know why I said that was funny. It wasn't funny. It was just kind of ironic. It's not even ironic. It was just kind of stupid. Gus's placement isn't really surprising. I thought he would be higher because no one likes Gus. No one. If you do, you're lying to yourself. Charlie swung her way into 55th place, and it seems like not a soul likes her cocoon. It just lasts way too long. When you're in there, you're completely out of commission for 5 entire seconds. It's so painful. It feels like that one scene in Attack on Titan. You know, with the fingernails. In 54th place, we have Gene. He is just so annoying. Bro can touch you from across the entire map. I don't want you touching me anymore. Stop it. Stop touching me. Up next is Lou, and I feel it's a pretty fair placement. He's really annoying, but also not annoying enough to be the most hated. I mean, personally, my biggest problem with Lou is that his projectiles are only 0.33 tiles wide when they look as if they should be at least 0.66. What gets most people though is his freezing mechanic, and especially his hypercharge insta-stun, and even worse is that one gadget that nearly completely fills the dial. People seem to hate Chester for one of 2 reasons. 1, the RNG, and 2, the RNG, which is his whole thing, bro. Like, deal with it. Byron comes in 51st due to just how annoying he can really get. He can deal absurdly high amounts of damage, and those darts are just so easy to hit. Like, literally, they're a whole tile wide. That's huge for a long-range brawler. Not only that, but he just becomes so versatile these days. He can chip you from afar, essentially stopping all healing for an eternity, deal huge bursts of damage, and worst of all, he's so hot! For Leon, I honestly haven't really hated him too much as of recent. He's not that broken nowadays, and he can be incredibly annoying when up close and far away. And when he's invisible, and when he makes your team invisible, yeah, I don't like Leon. Cordelius had such a fall off. If this were a few months ago, he would be near the top of the list, but with the introduction of far more annoying and broken brawlers, he seems boring in today's meta. Though that doesn't mean he's not without annoying qualities.
All Cordelius does is hide in a bush and then use the stupid gadget and then kill you.
Which pretty much sums up every cord main in the world. Daryl got another super recently, which actually made him pretty decent. Unfortunately, I liked when he sucked balls and now he's just annoying. I'm so sick of this barrel bitch. Now with Grom, I got some mixed mixed responses, like someone said,
Grom is so easy to dodge, it gets frustrating to play him.
and another said,
Grom is so hard to dodge, I hate playing against him.
so I'm getting some really mixed signals from across the board. Bro, this is too funny. In 46th is Squeak, and the comments are all saying the exact same thing.
Squeak equals annoying.
Annoying! Also, Squeak sucks.
Squeak is too annoying. Shut
I
up.
never want to hear another Squeak voice line ever again!
Bo is so annoying. Like, does anyone even like playing Bo? Those mines are literally everywhere, and when you think you've disarmed all of them, oh, there's another.
Bo should be removed from this game. Those mines are f***ing everywhere, bruh.
This comment sums up literally every Brawl Stars player's experience with our number 44 spot, Mandy.
Coming home from a long day at work and hopping in a knockout match just for my entire team and I to get hollow purpled by a Stray Mandy Super.
Hank is pretty much in the middle of the list. How is that even possible? He should be so much lower. I don't know how you could ever hate the specimen of a man, this absolute machine, my baby doll, my love, my one and only. You're just jealous. That's right, you're jealous. You wish you had him, but he's mine. He's mine. You can have M's instead. Who coincidentally has the number 42 spot. There's not really much to love or hate about her, really. She just has that one annoying gadget, but otherwise she's just kind of mid, and she belongs in the middle. Now we're on to the upper half of the list. We're getting into some spicy territory. Starting off, we have Lola in 41st. For this, I don't even have to talk myself. One of you guys did it for me.
Knockoff Barley and insanely annoying, way worse than Tick. Was Brawl Stars out of ideas when designing this brawler?
Nerd alert! Do you get it? It's not like that voice line. Buzz surprisingly isn't as hated as I thought he'd be. I mean, he's an assassin who can stun and deal crazy damage. Who wouldn't hate him? Like, the responses for why people voted him aren't even that good either.
Wannabe dinosaur, goofy looking eye creature.
Like, what does that even mean, bro? Next up on the chopping block is Doug, and aside from giving you his big ol' wiener because we all love that,
What in the hell are you doing to that hot dog? Stop it. You've burnt my wiener!
Doug is pretty much unplayable in the current landscape. He's got no abilities that lets him move into the enemy. He is just a punching bag until he gets super, or should I say, if he ever gets super. Sure, if he does get it, then he's really good, but his base kit just isn't there in most circumstances. Chuck is 38 most hated primarily because he's got a bad, boring kit and playstyle, and the only time he's ever really viable is when he's in heist, zooming in and out of this heist safe over and over and over again. Then again, this is kind of funny. The icon of Brawl Stars, Spike, places 37th, and I bet you've heard somewhere at some time that Spike is never bad. He's always at least decent, right? He's a good brawler. Well then why don't you tell that to my ranked teammates? You know who you are. Quit first picking Spike every single match. They're going to go Piper, Carl, Miko, and we can't do anything about it. They're full counter us. Primo is here.
Because people who play him are mostly teamers.
I have never seen a solo showdown match of teamers and not seen at least one Primo in there. It's like a moth to a flame. If there's teaming, there's a member of the Mexican trio. On a similar-ish note, Bull.
I don't really hate Bull, but he's just the rare brawler that I play the least.
Which was the sentiment for nearly everyone else who voted him. You don't really hate Bull unless you really hate Bull. Amber's hated because all she has to do is hold down the funny red button and win. Maybe click the green and yellow one every now and then, but in most cases, it's worse to aim your attack since auto-aiming is just so easy with her. It's so low skill. Just like Chuck, Jessie is absolutely broken in heist. It's pretty much an insta-loss when she gets a hypercharged Shocky on the safe.
Hypercharged turret wrecks the safe, I swear. It is so annoying every time. I've left rank drafts when someone picks a Jessie on heist.
You did what?
Actually, that's not allowed. I'm going to report that to Supercell. I think you should reconsider what you post online because you do have a digital footprint. Be careful next time.
Now I just don't understand this. Why would you hate Melody? Why would you vote for her? She's fine, right? Oh. Yeah, I see.
Melody always moans in my dreams.
Melody because of her sad pit.
Melody, because I love her death noise.
Melody is too hot.
Melody requires me to play with one hand.
My boy Draco is public enemy number 31. All Draco mains know how to do is farm super, press button, auto aim gadget, win. Rinse and repeat. There is literally zero reason for Supercell to bring back that godforsaken ability to live on 1 HP. It was gone for a reason. With Surge, you really can't go wrong. Or right. All you gotta do is hit a few shots, super at the right time, and then you win. Despite his pretty simple playstyle, he sucks to play against. He should be near the top. I don't know what you guys are doing. Mr. P really just has everything that you don't want. He's got porters, which are always there no matter what, an attack which can hit over walls, annoying voice lines, and worst of all, he's racist! No! Nita peaked in beta. I'll be the first to say it. She used to be pretty decent when every other brawler wouldn't counter her so easily. Nowadays, I'd rather drown in a pool of acid than play with her. She can be decent in heist, yeah, decent with her hypercharge, but I'm never really threatened by Anita, you know? Unless Bruce is on top of the safe, I think I'm fine. I came into this list thinking people would say Barley sucks balls, but like every one of you said that he was broken. When did Barley become good? Since when? It felt like only a month ago he was at the bottom of the Kairos time tier list. Now he's like at the top. What is this? What happened? I miss the days when people said Barley sucked. what is this? But this, on the other hand, completely checks out. Fang. The no skill allegations are strong with this one. Just like Amber, you can essentially just auto-aim his attack and super and then win. The only thing that requires a little bit of skill is his long shoe shot, but even that is easy to hit. Fang players can go rot in hell. Barry is number 25, and he is just so obnoxious. His puddles last forever on the ground, and his super makes him work like an assassin support if he really wants. All you have to do is throw a couple of these in any lane, and nobody will ever go there, making him one of the best for area control. Let's not even get started in heist. Throw one of these on their safe with that one gadget, and that is GG's. Out of every single brawler, Jackie is one of, if not the least skillful brawlers in the game. Literally, like, her main attack is just a circle, her super is just a circle, her hypercharge is essentially just a stat boost, and her gadgets and star powers don't really require much thought at all to play. Maybe rebuild, but who's running rebuild? Okay, so at the time I released the survey, Kenji was not in the game yet, though judging on how he is now that he's in the game officially, yeah, maybe top 10 would have been better. Brock's attack is what makes him so hated. It's really annoying to face. Like, I'll be 14 tiles away and he can still somehow hit me. That blast radius never fails to splash onto me, not even accounting for the flames that linger afterwards. All you need to be is semi-decent with Brock and he'll always manage to get a shot off. Every time. I don't know how's that happen. If this were January 2024, Larry Laurie would be number 1, but nowadays, they still kind of suck. I mean, when have you ever really been threatened by Larry Laurie post-nerfs? All they are now is just annoying to face. Who decided a thrower should be able to hit twice in one attack? At number 20 is Poco. I really think y'all are just messing with me at this point.
Nerf Poco.
He doesn't need a nerf, man. He don't need it. Okay, now this one, I understand. Piper. Do you remember when she actually took an ounce of skill to play properly? Yeah, I miss those days. And Edgar jumps on you, use that one gadget, and Nani is trying to stunt you, use the other gadget. A team of players are rushing you, hyper super, gadget, win. Like what happened? Why do no brawlers take skill anymore? Rosa sucks. Literally everything about her just sucks.
Rosa's design is very plain. Nothing stands out about her.
I hate Rosa just because she is super outdated and not fun at all.
Rosa is just not fun to play.
I hate Rosa. I despise Rosa. She's bad. She's
Her
dumb.
design stinks, her attack stinks, her super stinks, she stinks. But in all honesty, I'd rather have this Rosa than the Rosa we got on release. Now we've got Frank. Ever since that one buff, he's been all over the place. Sure, he may not be as broken as he once was, but geez, man, he's still a powerhouse at close range. It's insta-death if you play any close range brawler against him. I genuinely do not think I'm allowed to say your responses for Angelo. You guys are definitely Republicans. Gale takes our number 15 spot, and this is the most justified thing on the list so far. Gale can completely stop half of the brawlers in their tracks with this attack alone, and that one star power that slows every attack is the bane of my existence. Not even mentioning that one gadget, his super, and his godforsaken buff to its damage. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Rico is like Piper, in which he used to take a lot of skill to use right, but now it feels like anyone with at least 2 brain cells can team wipe at this point.
Is there a reason why every Rico I play against finds an angle where he hits me with a full super? Am I stupid?
Yes!
Crow poisons me, and I'm not into that kind of thing.
Real. In 12th, we have Lily. Her problem isn't her attacks, her super, her star powers, it's none of those. It's that one gadget. You know the one, the gadget that makes her completely invulnerable for a few seconds? The one that makes it literally impossible for anyone to detect her? Why is this even a thing? Clancy is insane. I think we can all agree on that. Like,
Clancy can do more damage than most of the other hypercharged damage dealers.
that's absurd. One brawler should not have that much power. And side note, why doesn't he lose his levels after dying? Surge does that, why not Clancy? And why on earth does he get a super damage boost at level 3? Does he need that? The answer is no. Entering the top 10 spot is Colt. While not being too crazy in normal gameplay, is a dragon level threat with chump balls during the SpongeBob events. You can hit one shot with him, then auto aim the rest of the game. The homing on his shots are insanely broken as well. It's not like a poopy little swerve like the Piper gadget or Bell hypercharge. It's like a 90-degree angle shift. Right angle. I am Steve level hone. Mortis at number 9 is pretty surprising. He's always been known for being either super dominant in a match or completely dog water. And now with his brand new hypercharge, that barrier for entry is so much lower. I haven't seen as many Mortises in my Brawl matches recently, and I'd like to keep it that way. Now surprisingly, Shelly takes the 8th spot. She's not even that good anymore. Why do you
Push campers.
no, I get it. You know those videos where a monkey goes up to people and like steals their things, like your relative's ashes or the controls to Flight 175? Yeah, that's Miko with that 1 star power. Even though his attacks are pretty predictable nowadays, he's still really infuriating when used right. Meg. Oh, where do I even start with Meg? She's literally got a mutation as a rework. Her area control is bonkers. You can pretty much completely shut off a lane using her attack alone and don't even think about getting remotely close to her. She'll get you down to half health with her main attack and then swing her super and then you're dust. If you're not, You break the mecha, she blows up, she kills you, and you're done for. Reduced to Adam. Don't even get me started on her voice lines either. Shut up, man. Down to the top 5, we got Mo, who's British. Bleh, bleh. And number 4 is Dynamite. We only need one word.
Stun gadget.
Taking the number 3 spot is Tick. Ever since his release, no one liked him. His attack is just so annoying to face in game. The spread of those mines are brutal. But I do feel as time went on, he's become easier and easier to counter. Being the squishiest brawler doesn't help him either. So really, on one hand, he's garbage, but he's also incredibly strong on the other. You just can't win. At number 2, we have Edgar. I mean, he is the staple for no skill, deserved hatred. Aiming is obsolete with Edgar, and all you gotta do to play him right is gadget, super, spam, then hope and pray that you win. If you're an enemy Edgar, then you usually win. But if you're one of my teammates, then you can throw all your hopes and dreams out the window. I mean, Edgar's Edgar. That's all that needs to be said. Finally, the most hated brawler in Brawl Stars is Kit. I mean, we could see that from a mile away. He's like Edgar, but far more broken. High burst damage, invisibility gadget, auto-charging super, fast, stunning super, 2 moves of attack, healer. What more would you need? Just get rid of him already. Use code MOYO. Use code MOYO. Use code MOYO.